Welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm in what they call the birthplace of rock and roll. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, coming to you from the place that I'm excited to be today. This is Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm so excited about doing this video. I was here a couple of years ago, tried to do this, and my phone had some kind of issue with it, and so I had like 10 minutes of footage before my phone just died, and it took me forever to get the stupid thing to charge back up, and I didn't have a whole lot of time with that when I was here. I had like one day to film, and that was, you know, and I couldn't come back and do it again. So finally I'm back though, and we're going to check this awesome place out, and we're going to show you a few things and have a good time. I do want to state that if you see me wearing a different shirt, it's because I've done this video on 2 different days. So that's why you'll probably see me wearing a different shirt from time to time. The shoes that Billy Joe Armstrong wore during the 1994 Woodstock, or they nicknamed Mudstock because it was so rainy and muddy. And he also wore this tie too. There's a picture of him wearing them shoes and that tie. And then standing beside his bassist Mike Dirnt and his drummer Trey Cole. Got a guitar strap from Jimi Hendrix. It's so awesome. And handwritten lyrics to Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix himself. There he is playing that guitar strap during Woodstock. Celebrities saying or doing something stupid is nothing new. This has gone on for many, many years. Back in '66, John Lennon said that the Beatles were more popular than Jesus, and that led to tons of people burning their records and destroying them, like you see in this picture here. Here's a Gibson, 1963 Gibson EBS, owned by Elvis. You see him holding it right there. The rare thing about this is kind of a rare thing, because when you have a double neck guitar like this, most of them are a 6-string guitar and a 12-string guitar. Well, this is a 6-string guitar and a 6-string bass. That's what makes it a lot more rare and interesting. Gold suit that Elvis had worn. Picture of him wearing it, but it's kind of silver in that one, but I guess it's just how the light is. Still a beautiful suit. I could never wear anything like that. If I was to wear something like that, I'd get laughed at. But Elvis, you know, he could wear anything he wanted. By the way, it's a really good picture of Jerry Lee Lewis and Fats Domino. Awesome picture. You know, it's hard to believe that today I'm filming this right here, August 16th. Elvis passed away. What was that? 42 years, something like that. I think it's about right. About 42 years. That's hard to believe. It's been that long since the king of rock and roll passed away. Something interesting about Elvis was one time a opera singer came backstage and told him, said he didn't have a voice for singing. He needed to take voice lessons. And Elvis shut him up by saying, "Okay, well, how many thousands of people came here to see you sing tonight?" Got to get quiet real quick. Another story is Elvis went and arranged a meeting with John Paul Jones and Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin because he wanted to see who was outselling him in concerts. So he arranged a meeting, and of course, both Robert Plant and John Paul Jones were like totally starstruck. You know, what are they going to say? So finally, you know, John Paul Jones mentioned how he liked Elvis's watch to kind of make a conversation. So he really liked his watch. So Elvis, being the generous guy he was, took off his like $3,000 watch and just gave it to John Paul Jones and traded him for his $10 Mickey Mouse watch. And after that, the two became like good friends from then on. And they would, and Led Zeppelin would a couple of times attend some of Elvis's shows, and Elvis would always arrange them to come and sit in the front row at his shows. So that's totally awesome. I'm a big fan of Green Day, and I think his guitar is really awesome. It's got a picture of the band on there. And they were inducted to Rock Hall of Fame back in 2015. I tell you, they really gutted this guitar. A lot of times you've seen that. When you see a guitar donated to a place like this or one of the Hard Rock cafes, they'll take the pickups out of there and stuff like that. Here, well, they took everything out of it. They took all the knobs, took everything off of this. I find this pretty awesome. There's some cymbals from Blink-182's drummer, Travis Baker. I always thought he was an underrated drummer. I always thought he was really good at sounding. Okay, so this is awesome. You got a shirt from Richie Valens, who is the youngest person to be inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You got a shirt from him. You got an electric guitar that he used, and he used that to composed his big song La Bamba. And unfortunately him, Buddy Holly, and the Big Bopper were killed February 3rd, 1959 in a plane crash out in Iowa, an Iowa cornfield. This guitar, excuse me, I've been doing so much video and talking lately, my voice is leaving me. This guitar right here, owned by Don Everly, the Everly brothers. There's another guitar that's built just like this. The Gibson, everything else, owned by Billy Joe of Green Day. He's got one a lot like this. It's got the stars in the fretboard. It's got the pick guard like that going around. But the only difference is it's got the word Billy Joel in the around the headstock. But it's being, I've heard it played before, that guitar. It's a beautiful sound guitar. You remember me talking about Chuck Berry out in St. Louis? Well, here's one of his guitars right here. This is a Gibson ES 335.
So that's the
You got a pair of Stevie Wonder sunglasses. You know, it's a real shame that Herman's Hermits is not in the Rock Hall. I met Peter Noon, the frontman of Herman's Hermits, and he's a very, very nice guy. And they were back in the British invasion too. So I'm kind of really surprised they're not in there yet. But there's a bass drum head from Herman's Hermits, and a letter. Congratulations note written by Peter Noon himself on the 25th anniversary of Dear 16 magazine. And you've got Mike Smith of Dave Clark 5's stage outfit. You got a picture of him right there playing, wearing that. There you've got the bass guitar belonging to Jefferson Airplane's bassist Jack Cassidy. I like how that is. Not often you see a bass that's a hollow body like that. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so this is awesome. You got a guitar up here from Slash. You got Angus Young's outfit. This schoolboy outfit he was famous for. You got some boots that Alice Cooper has worn. I don't know how in the world you can walk in those. And you got a bass, Rickenbacker bass from Metallica's original bassist Cliff Burton, who passed away in a bus accident. Remember that 80s hair band Cinderella? Well, this is one of their guitars. And see, this is more, I was talking about the double neck, how they're standard, you know, it's a 6-string guitar and 12-string guitar. Where Elvis's was a 6-string guitar and 6-string bass. It's still awesome either way you look at it. Pete Townsend of the Who's. This is his guitar. You can see a picture of him right here playing it. Let me see if I can get out of the shadow of it. It's a 1968 Gibson J200. Something else, look at this. See where he's strummed on this so much? Or just kind of worn away a little bit. This drum set right here belonged to Peter Criss, the drummer of Kiss. I'm a drummer myself, so this is really, really awesome to see this. How awesome is this? A Rolling Stones toy guitar, 1964. And it looks like it's signed by them too. So cool. Then you've got your very rare Beatles game, Flip Your Wig. If you ever find that at somewhere, you gotta make sure you get that, because you're talking about a very valuable game. Very, very rare to find. Okay, so you got a Beatles, they call it a train case, but it looks kind of like a purse to me. Elvis Presley shampoo. I wonder what that smells like. You hear this noise behind me, they've got all these pinball machines. You got Aerosmith, AC/DC, Metallica down the end. You got Kiss right behind me. You got Elvis. They got a Beatles. It's just amazing the stuff they got. James Hetfield of Metallica was using this guitar, and he was playing a song. And when he was unknowingly standing on a pyrotechnic column, you know, the pyrotechnics, you know, they shoot the flames and stuff. He was standing on one of those and got severely burned. And so he's sustained second and third degree burns on his arm and hands. He got a complete outfit of Jason Newsted, their former bassist. I like those pictures of them all back here. Lars, Jason, Kurt, and James. James kind of hiding in the dark a little bit. You got a prop from the And Justice for All tour. Guitar from Kurt Hammond himself. Probably one of the best lead guitarists I've ever heard. And then their newest bassist, Robert Trujillo, one of his basses. So moving on, I love that drum set. That is the coolest drum set ever. This is ZZ Top. You got Billy and Dusty Gibbons guitars. You can see those two guitars in the video for Rough Boy. ZZ Top, of course. Here you got some Beach Boys outfits. You got the stage outfit from Mike Love, and Carl Wilson, and Bruce Johnson. You got Al Jardine's guitar and Carl Wilson's, and then brother Dennis Wilson, who passed away in '83. It's a good picture of him though too, behind the guitars there. I'm kind of surprised they don't have anything from Brian Wilson. Don't have any of his basses or anything in here. Cause he played bass guitar. And he was a genius on writing head sounds. To this day, people claim that's probably one of the greatest albums ever made. There's Takanimi, guitar owned by the boss, Bruce Springsteen. This is one of 6 guitars that he commissioned. Here's a suit that he wore. And you've got another acoustic that he owned that he bought in a pawn shop of all things. Say what you will about David Bowie, but he was one fine performer and singer. You got a couple outfits from him. And you got a jumpsuit that he wore from his Ziggy Stardust. You got some more outfits of David Bowie, the Supremes, and the rest of her dresses. 1969. Look like a bunch of peacocks. You got some outfits from the man himself, Mr. James Brown, Mr. Dynamite, or the Godfather of Soul. There's about a million different names that he was nicknamed. He put so much energy into his performances. I always respected him. You got Ann Wilson's dress, her heart, and Nancy Wilson's guitar. You ever heard of the band Faces? You might have heard of them. I know you know at least one of the members probably is Rod Stewart. A young picture of him right there. They did that song, Ooh La La. That's my favorite song of them, is Ooh La La. This right here is a John Lennon's Mellotron. Mellotron is a type of synthesizer. And so, this particular Mellotron was used on the song Strawberry Fields. You listen closely to the keyboard in there. That's this that you're hearing in there. Pure awesome. You got John Lennon's glasses. It's an awesome guitar. It's even, let me see if I can zoom in on this, even got John's name printed right there on the head.
There's a lot more individual stuff. For the first time, I think people were accepting what he was.
Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick presented this guitar to John during a double fantasy recording session. You got a jacket worn by John Lennon around 1967. You got John Lennon's license. Oh man, how awesome is this? You got handwritten lyrics to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And now the story is that John's eldest son, Julian, who was 3 years old at the time in '67, brought home a painting that he had done in school, describing it to his father as Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And Lucy O'Donnell was a fellow pupil at Julian's nursery school. And you've got like John Lennon's onstage jackets. He went on their '66 tour of the Far East. And you can't talk about John Lennon and not have his famous black and white Rickenbackers. This piano was in the basement of Paul McCartney's girlfriend's parents' house. in central London, and he used this piano to write songs like Got to Get You Into My Life, Eleanor Rigby, I Want to Hold Your Hand, We Can Work It Out, and I Love Her. He wrote songs like that on this piano. Him and John would stand around this piano, sit around it, thump on it, and pound away on the keys and write songs. It's absolutely a fantastic picture of the Rolling Stones. Very young picture of them. Way before Keith Richards looked like a million-year-old dinosaur. Before all the drugs and alcohol took effect on him. There's a really good picture of him. Real old picture. He got two outfits from Mick Jagger. This is from the England and Europe tour in 1970. And here you got another outfit from '89 that he wore. Here you got Ronnie Wood outfit from 1994. And you've got Keith Richards jacket from '82 from the European tour. Look at the size of this soundboard, studio soundboard. This was used by Jimi Hendrix in the studio back in '67. Then you got a Hendrix outfit from 1969. One of Hendrix's guitars. And here's a few more Hendrix outfits. You got this double neck guitar owned by Jimi Hendrix himself. He used it while recording Spanish Castle Magic. There, I said it. You got some gear from U2. You know, Bono and Edge once walked into a bar. Bartender looked at him and said, "Not you two again." I'll let that joke sink in for a second. Those of you who don't know what this crazy looking thing is, that's a sitar. A sitar is just exactly what it sounds. You sit down and you play it because it is so large. You sit down, put it over against your shoulder, and you have your one hand going up and down the frets. Now, and then of course you got your other hand playing down bottom. It has a very unique sound that's used on the song The Unknown Soldier. So you listen to that song and you hear this sitar on there. And then you got another one is 12-string guitars used on a number of songs by the Doors. You could see Jim Morrison wear this coat right here on their third album, Waiting for the Sun. So you look up that album, you'll see Jim Morrison wearing that. Jim Morrison had such a fantastic voice. A brilliant singer and songwriter. You got a jumpsuit here worn by Elton John back in '74. It's signed by him too. That's incredible. I'm a little disappointed. A little, not really disappointed, but just sad. In the Beatles exhibit, they used to, for the longest time, had Ringo's drum set that he used up on display, but they don't have it there anymore, and that makes it kind of sad, really. Very sad. Here you got Lee Crystal's stick bag of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. You scoot over here, you've got Peter Kiss's drummer, his makeup kit. See him here putting it on. And this is a fantastic picture of Rush. Very old picture of Rush. And here's something that a lot of people aren't familiar with, but they have heard the sound. This is components of a talk box. Well, not that. That's just part. That's just an old effects pedal. But this tube running along, going into this right there. That's a what they call a talk box. And how it works is you put part of that tube in your mouth. You have your guitar plugged into this, and you talk while you kind of talk while you're playing your guitar and stuff like that. Oh, it's strange how it works, but it will make it sound like your guitar is talking, and it's really weird. I'm not a guitarist, so I don't really know how to use one, but I'm just kind of giving like the basics. You can look on YouTube, find out how to use a talk box. But most famously, this was used by people like Peter Frampton, Joe Walsh. You can hear it on Rocky Mountain Way by Joe Walsh, and then Peter Frampton's Do You Feel Like I Do. You can hear it on those two songs. And check it out, it's signed by Peter Frampton and Joe Walsh. How awesome is that? Down below, we've got a microphone used by Roger Daltrey of The Who. And the reason it's so taped up like it is because if you've ever seen The Who, you know Roger Daltrey is known for swinging his microphone around. And that's why it was so taped up, so it wouldn't come flying off and, hit somebody. Now you come to the highlight of this Rock Hall of Fame. Is all the inductees, starting from 1986 and all the way down. I'll try to keep what year I'm in on each category, each year, whatever. It's funny, I've seen somebody talking about putting Roy Orbison in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, he's already in there. He's right there. He's inducted in 87, I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know who that is, that's Crosby, Stills and Nash. And if you don't know what that is, that's the Eagles. seen them before. The only John Sebastian wasn't with them though at the time. Saw Aerosmith. Funny story about seeing Aerosmith was I was leaving. It was in Evansville. It was after the concert was over. I was walking back to the car. I seen some girls screaming and hollering. I turned and looked. Here comes Aerosmith's tour bus pulling out, and there's Steven Tyler down on the windshield of the bus down the front, waving at everybody. I waved at him. He turns, looks at me, and waves back. Made that night totally worth it. And we're in 2002, by the way. No doubt, I think Prince had the best Super Bowl halftime show ever. If you've never seen it, you need to look it up. It's totally awesome. I hear they're going to be doing a tour. Ozzy's wanting to do a reunion tour together, and he said it's not a Black Sabbath tour without Bill Ward, their drummer. So hopefully, I don't know if it's on or not. I know that it's in the talks of doing a reunion tour. By the way, we're in 2006. Saw them out in St. Louis, which I mentioned about that before. It was Robert Trujillo's first year with them. I think it was his first year with them. One of the first years, anyways. Sorry. Yeah. I was so happy when Rush finally got in. They really deserved it. As well as Kiss. So I was really happy for them too. They were long overdue. I think it's great that the E Street Band's in there. They were that was Bruce Springsteen's band. Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band. Still waiting for Dave Grohl's Foo Fighters to be in here. I hope they get in here soon. I've seen Green Day twice. Once in Atlanta, once in Nashville. Now here's your 2019 inductees. So happy for Stevie Nicks. She really deserved it. I mean, she was already in here before with Fleetwood Mac, but as a solo artist, you know, she deserved it. Not really keen on Janet Jackson being in there. Everybody else, I understand they deserve it, especially Def Leppard. They were talking about a band that will probably never be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Monkees, because they weren't originally a band; they were just TV stars. Didn't play their own instruments. They finally learned, but originally they weren't rockers. They were just movie stars. And the outfit worn by Stevie Wonder when he performed halftime Super Bowl. There's a keyboard played by Paul Schaefer. You know, if you've seen a David Letterman show, Paul Schaefer's the bald-headed guy who always sits there and plays the piano and and Dave always talked to. And there's a picture of him playing this keyboard right there. And he's played this on David Letterman's show and different Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. Big old top hat worn by Tom Petty in the music video Don't Come Around Here No More. There he is wearing it. This is pure awesome right here. Something I love. I love Metallica. I'm a huge Metallica fan. So seeing something like this is just like eye-popping for me. This guitar right here was used by Kirk Hammett in the Enter Sandman music video. That is just so awesome to see this. This is a 1987 ESP Custom. It's got Kurt's name up here at the top. Get it a little better. I like how he's got the skull and crossbones on this too, on the fretboard. I'm not the biggest fan of Paula Abdul, but I do think her song and music video Opposites Attract was pretty cool because she's got that cat in there. I thought that was actually kind of a cool music video. And you got very famous hat worn by Bob Marley. This guitar should be very familiar to some of you people. It's the guitar that Wayne Campbell used in the movie Wayne's World. It's a guitar he always sat there and rocked out on before he got the Fender Stratocaster. Now we're going to go check out this tour bus right ahead. It is none other than the House of Cash. This is Johnny Cash's tour bus that he used from the late 70s to about 2003. This is really awesome. Imagine Johnny Cash walk through this bus. And he most likely sat right here, stretched out, watched TV, read a book or something, take a nap maybe. That's so incredible. You got the bathroom. It's great.
That shines up through the mist, and I know that your name can be on that list. There's no I for an I.
You have a phone right there. You probably call to the front of the bus driver, say, hey, slow it down a little bit. Or whatever. You got another phone, looks like maybe for personal calls or whatever. That's so awesome.
He was down there.
And you got their bedroom. I guess kind of their bedroom.
Down there by the train.
It looks cramped, it is. You don't have much space in these old buses. I've traveled on, so I know. So I want to thank you guys for watching this incredible video, walking around the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I enjoyed this so much. I had so much fun walking around up here and taking a look at all the great stuff, especially Johnny Cash's tour bus. That's awesome. So I want to thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you all next time. See you.